really choose D early because no matter where you are in your life, no matter what your personality is, I'm gonna help you come out and represent that individual to your highest and your truest expression of yourself. So I believe that, there's only one you, there's only one me. So we have to find a way to display those things that we want to display in this world. And you have something to offer that nobody else can offer. So I think that sometimes having someone that can encourage you in those areas and also give you direction based on their experiences, just to be 100% honest about those things with you and also give you direction without holding back, I think is a big opportunity for you to be able to express being along with a team that's going to help you get where you want to be. I think choosing Demetrius early and experiencing the DLD experience, it has a representation of resilience. A lot of people are not transparent about the things they go through because everybody want to give you the perception that they're all good. The reality is we're all messed up people striving to become better. And so because we always are in that place of striving to become better, I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be authentic and be honest and be 100% you. Man, being me is like right now, like just walking in my beautiful home. My wife and I, we worked real hard to get to this point. I don't take it for granted, man, just being grateful for where you are right now and also being humble enough to learn more about how you can get to where you want to be. So I think that just being you just means just being honest, having integrity and being able to respect and honor what God has given you and the people that He's sending your path to help share it with you.
Good day. Everything still a go for the night? Come on. Man, my truck stopped again. Yeah, I know I need a new one. I tried, man. My credit just is horrible. Well, I'm headed to the bus stop.
We are here to improve your credit so that you can get the things you need and want in life.
I need help with my credit. It's been one of those weeks. Wish me luck on my ride to work.
Our team at We Raise Credit can help you get the car you need. We Raise Credit.
Hello. Welcome to the D Early Experience Virtual Show. I am yours truly, Demetrius Early, your host for this evening, and I am so excited and thank you guys so much for tuning in to our virtual show. Hey, man, we are so excited. Today is, we're going to have some very powerful information to share with you guys. So listen, brace yourself, get your notepad out, get ready for an experience that you can remember and hang your hat on. And remember, our goal is to make sure that we elevate our thinking so we can be better than what we was before we showed up on the D Early Experience. You will experience some powerful information, one that can get your business to another level. Remember, our goal is to get you to the next level. So if you just take the time out, brace yourself, get ready. We about to take you to another level. We about to go somewhere where I know you guys going to enjoy the experience and at the same time learn some things and share some things that we can really interact and help each other become better. Our goal also is to make you a better person than what you was before you got a chance to experience this awesome experience on a D Early Experience virtual show. So listen, I just want to share a few things with you. If you will, take a few moments and I want you to follow me. Follow me on Facebook at The Early Experience, Instagram at The Early Experience, Twitter at Demetrius_Early, YouTube Demetrius Early, TikTok at The Early Experience, LinkedIn Demetrius Early, and our website is theearlyexperience.com. Listen, I got some things I want to say. First of all, I want to introduce myself to you. I'm Demetrius Early. I'm your host. If you will, please like, comment, and share and tag. Like, comment, share, tag. We got to get the information out there, guys. So listen, you got friends out there right now that need to hear what we're talking about. And so my name is Demetrius Early. I'm excited. Listen, I have a lot of things that I do, a lot of things that I offer to the community. But to tell you a little bit about me, I'm just a man that loves God. I'm a family man. I'm married to a beautiful lady named Katrina Early. I'm excited about the family that God has blessed me with. We have 7 children. We have grandchildren. I'm a grandfather. Listen, I'm a family man, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm a businessman. And God has given me the ability to be able to share my gifts by way of consulting. My goal is to elevate all of you guys that are in business, that are seeking to be in business. My goal is to elevate you to another level. And so what we do here at the DL Experience is kind of give you a viewpoint of different things that business owners go through, people that are trying to get themselves in position to be able to be successful, what they're going through, some of the struggles that I've gone through. And listen, if you will, please tell me, where are you from? Where are you from? Hey, hit us up in the chat. Type in where you're from. Where is everybody from? Let us know where you're from so we can give you guys a shout out. Because remember, this show is not just about us, it's about all of us, right? We all are interacting together so we can actually have a discussion and topics that we can talk about so we can impact one another. So if you're out there, type in the chat where you're from. Today, I have the special privilege of, the host. We have somebody coming on the show today that's going to be so amazing. She is someone that I respect. Hadn't known very long, but I'm telling you, to know Dr. Lotus for a short period of time is like you've been knowing someone for 20 years already. She's a sister. She's been a huge blessing to a lot of people, not just in the United States, but she's pretty much has a global platform where she's reaching people all over the world. And so I like to line myself up with people that can really bring something to the table, invite people to the show that can give us a perspective that can actually help people everywhere. Hey, I see you, Shreveport. I see Shreveport up in here. Listen, Dr. Lotus is someone that I think is going to bring an awesome amount of information to you. What's up, Ann Jubilee from Richmond, Virginia? I see you, Ann. Welcome to the show. And Reba Reed, hey, auntie, love you, baby. We love you. Love you from Shreveport, Louisiana. So listen, we actually want to bring to you guys people that can give a perspective from all different angles, from different walks of life. And Dr. Lotus is a strategist, man. She really blessed me. I have an opportunity to be able to work with her. And right now, currently, we just coming together to kind of see if we can help individuals expand their brand and their territory. Tonight, we're going to be talking about some things that's going to be able to allow you to think about this thing differently and allow you to do so. So I want to bring someone to the table that I know is going to give a wealthy amount of information to help you expand your territory. So where are the business owners at? If you're a business owner out there, hit us up in the chat. Let us know, where are the business owners at? If you're out there, hit us up in the chat. Let us know what your business is, what you guys do. So yes, I want to tell you a little bit about my brand. I'm also a best-selling author, co-author with Brian Tracy, a book called Driven. And so if you want to take a look at the book and purchase our book, you can go on dearlyexperience.com and you can purchase the book there. Okay, so hey, we're making big things happen. We also have, my wife and I, we co-host together on our radio talk show, 102.9 Magic, at 11 o'clock a.m. on Sunday mornings, every Sunday morning. We've been doing this for over 7 years. The Make Me More Empowerment Radio Talk Show is our nonprofit organization where we're able to give back to our community and help people. You can hit us up at info@dearlyexperience.com, or you can call 1-888-276-7696. Just a few things that we're doing. I'm also a public speaker. And, if you're looking for someone to come in and inspire you, educate you, and lift you up, hey, let us know. Demetrius Early can help you. I would love to come and get a chance to, speak and inspire individuals to be able to be a better version of themselves. That's one of the things that we do. So listen, if you will, please like, share, and comment. Dr. Jubilee. Oh, that's what Lotus knows me at. Okay. Hey, Dr. Jubilee. Okay. Enhanced by T. Nicole Hairstylist. Hey, T. Nicole, how y'all doing out there? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being a part of our show this evening. So yeah, but I want to take this opportunity and bring to you guys someone that is phenomenal. She's doing major things in the community that she's in. She's also touching people all over the globe. And her name is none other than Dr. Lotus. Yay, let's give her a warm welcome, a dear early experience warm welcome. What's up, Dr. Lotus? How you doing? Dr. Lotus Riché in the building. How you doing?
I am wonderful, and I'm clapping it up because I have to celebrate and give honor where honor is due. And my hat is off to you. You are an amazing gentleman. You're an amazing show host. You're an amazing coach. You're an amazing trainer. You're an amazing speaker. And I could only know that because I was in the audience when you talked to so many people and you shared your heart. And I am so pleased to be here, sitting next to you to share some time with you to help elevate people. So thank you so much for having me on the show. And thank your lovely wife. I love that lady too.
Thank you so much, Doc. And wifey sends her love. And listen,
Right.
I'm telling you something, guys. We have a show for you tonight. Sometimes you run across people and you just know that their hearts are lined up in the right place and they're moving and working in the same lane that you're striving to be in. And Dr. Lotus, you're one of those people. I just love your spirit. From the moment my wife and I met you, we just knew that you were just someone that we wanted to further get to know. We had a chance to have lunch and then got interrupted by Dennis Rodman.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Yes,
Dennis
we
Rodman
did.
wanted us to talk, and he wouldn't allow us to even move around anymore. He had me and Katrina over there hemmed up, and we couldn't even move too much. But man, it was an exciting time for us to be able to fellowship and get a chance to meet. And now here we are. Now we're here to put some of this work together and inspire people and give them a perspective that we know that's going to elevate. It's all about elevating each other and lifting each other up. And man, it's amazing how, when you give so much to so many people that sometimes you need someone to fill you up sometimes. You're so busy feeding other people. So listen, Doc, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and where you're from?
Y'all, he diverted me because I was going to talk about the fill because he talking about being filled up. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, but then I'm going to tell you how he filled me up this morning. So my name is Dr. Lotus Riché. I'm the CEO of the Lotus Riché Coaching and Consulting Organization, and we are a huge-hearted company that work with entrepreneurs just like you. And when I say just like you might be saying, Dr. Lotus, you don't even know me. What do you mean, just like me? Well, if you are the entrepreneur that's just getting started and you need someone to believe in you, we work with people just like you. Are you a corporation? You've been around for a little while, but you seem that things are dying out and things are fading out and you don't know how to recreate yourself? We work with corporations just like you. We help you come back to life. We help you reconnect, not with just the people you used to connect with, but to people all around the globe. We help get you in front of the right people at the right time with the right audience that's ready to purchase your products and services. And we teach you how to do it using social media and videos. In fact, we create social media platforms, we create videos and things of that nature, but we'll talk about that a little later. I'm also a seven-time international best-selling author. And I'm thankful. It's not me, it's all God. I also am the show host of the Lotus Riché Ignite Show, news you can use, bring who you are, and of course, 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus Riché and books to boom your business. And other than that, I am so happy to be here. D. Early and I could go on and on and on because we've done so much to help so many. But the most important thing tonight is what are we going to share with you to help elevate you, to help elevate those that you are connected with. So let's get into it.
So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back, and we're going to get right off into it, okay?
All right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I allowed some people in my company to falsify information because I thought I had enough money to be able to cover all this stuff if something didn't go right. And when things went wrong, how many of y'all know it goes wrong? I ended up losing everything. I got sentenced to 17 years, did 4.5 years in prison. I came home in 2014 with nothing. I lost my family. I lost my covenant with God. They had to move back to Louisiana and start living a life that I had taught them different about. I had humiliated my opportunity to be the leader that I was. And all I did, guys, was turn my head the other way and not take care of the responsibility of what was in front of me. But God had a plan for me. He wanted me to learn a valuable lesson because he had more than me's inside of me. I had $15 million and $60 million of real estate. Now all of a sudden, all that's gone. He taught me in a real sudden way that you make one wrong move and take your eyes off me, son, because I gave you all this, I'll take it from you. I get emotional thinking about it. I had to lose everything to gain everything. And now I stand before you, back in the millions. I got a beautiful wife that loves me. All my kids alive. I got grandchildren that love and admire me. And I got an opportunity to speak my truth to my people.
Hey, we're back.
Hey,
Listen,
hey.
guys, I hope y'all ready to brace yourself. Hope you got your notepad out. Listen, I know you guys send your shout out. Let us know where you're from and let us know who
Yes.
your business is. If you're out there right now, send a shout out into the chat so we can address
Yes.
and acknowledge who you are. Hey, man, listen, I got some things I want to talk to you about, Dr. Lotus. I know that
All right.
we have a lot of opportunity to be able to expand and help other people expand their brands and expand their territory. And that's some
Right.
things that you do very well from a media standpoint and from a marketing standpoint.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what does building your brand mean to you?
So a couple of things that I think we really have to understand when we talk about building our brand, we have to understand what our brand isn't. Our brand just isn't a shirt. It's not just a hat or just a name or just a logo. It's a feeling that people get when they hear D. Early. It's the feeling that they get when they hear the Lotus Riché Ignite Show. It's a feeling, and it starts with an intention. When you build your brand, you want to start with the intention, not that someone told you, but what the Most High, the I Am within you, has shared with you what your journey should be. In my opinion, that intention will help carry you. And then you need to know your why, because your why will fortify your brand when you go and apply for business credit and they tell you no. When you've saturated all your viewers and your family and they want to watch TV. Your brand will carry you in countries with perfect strangers. So that's a part of your why, So when you're formulating your brand, understand what your intention is, understand your why, and then it's going to get even deeper than that. Who is your audience? Who are you going to give your message to? I remember before I got started, I said, God, nobody's going to want to listen to me, right? I was like, what's my intention? Nobody's going to want to listen to me. God said, who won't listen to you? I'm sending you. So when you find your audience, when you're formulating your brand, Now, some people say you got to find your audience first, and then you got to find out where they are, and then you've got to go there, and then you've got to find out what's trending, and then when what's trending is, you got to get in what the trend is and put that into your niche. But it all starts with intention. It all starts with your why. Dr. Eric Thomas said, "How bad do you want it?" He talked about your why, the things that help you really understand, do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? And that all is a part of your brand. So your intention, right? Your why, understanding who your audience is, understanding where they are, and understanding what is the challenge, what do they need, and allow yourself to be the solution if that is what you're intended to do. Because, D, so many people, they try to be everything to everybody. And I know that because I've been there. Many of us are people pleasers. You ever been a people pleaser?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm gonna tell you something. Like, what you're saying is so true, because the brand that we build is not just what we do at work.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the things that we do behind the scene is where the real value is. And so
exactly.
we have to make sure that we bring a certain amount of value, a certain level of value to our brand to represent who we are and what we're about and what we're striving to be.
Exactly.
We have to always be conscious of the fact that somebody's always watching us.
Yes.
And we have to always be representing, you know what I mean? So even when you're at home, people are watching,
Yes.
And so you have to make sure that you protect your brand by bringing the value that people can respect and also inspire to be.
Yes.
And I don't really struggle with that as much, because I'm a person that I believe in being authentically myself at all times. But I will tell you that, you can get caught up in a sense of always being in representation of the person that you want people to respect. And then sometimes it kind of puts you in a box to where you feel like, can I just really be myself for a moment? Can I not be perfect?
Right.
Can my image not be on display? Can that not be the first thing that's in my mind, that, hey, I can't really express myself the way I really want to, because I got to protect my brand. No, the reality is much is given, much is required. When you step out and step up and you're blessed to be able to be a leader, there's a responsibility that's attached to it. And when you step up to become a business owner, when you made it your business to become a brand, when you decided to represent something bigger than yourself, then, the reality is, hey, that's a part of it. You're going to have to always be on notice and know that everything you do affects your brand.
Yes.
So building your brand is super important.
Right. And you're really under the microscope, like you said. And I want to roll back to something that you said when you talked about value. Value is great. And your brand should always give value. And you have to make sure that you're not just giving all this different types of value. You're all over the place and you don't have an identity. And that's one of the things that's important when you're building your brand. Develop your brand identity. That is critical, because here's the thing. People, they may not remember what you said or how you said it or when you said it, but they will remember how you made them feel when they dealt with you and they dealt with your brand. Okay. Always remember that.
So listen, I got another question for you, Dr. Lotus. We're going to roll right into this thing.
Yes.
I'm telling you, listen, we got a little bit to cover, so I want people to really see. So we know how important it is to build our brand. It's very important that we build our brand properly. We do things in a respectful way, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Not just when you're in the office, but also when you're in the grocery store. You have to protect your brand at all times.
That's right.
The next question I have is, it's something I think is really important for a lot of us, because even though we are leaders and we have to protect our brand, we have to make sure that we're always representing the proper way, the way that God can be, he can be blessed and be honored in the process. We know we're not perfect people. Exactly. But right now, I want you guys to take a time out to comment, like, share, and tag. share it with someone. We about to break this thing down for y'all.
Yes.
But I want to talk about the empty leader. Okay. You know, I remember when that was a moment in my life where I spent a lot of time giving everything I could to take to please people, to be able to build the brand that I wanted. I wanted everybody to love the brand. I wanted everybody to love me. And so, you know, how you do anything is how you do everything. The same person that I was striving to be accepted in my personal life, I kind of did the same thing in my business life. So, so tell me a little bit about, you know, from your perspective, because I'm telling you, I know what it's like to be empty and need to be poured into, but yet you're spending all your time doing all you can to build your company, build your brand, and position yourself to be the best business owner you can be possible. You're striving to be successful. You're doing all these things to be able to position yourself to win. And you're representing not only your family, but you also have, now you have a staff. You have people who have other families that you're responsible for. And it's such a huge responsibility to be a business owner in the United States of America. So, but at times we get empty. You know, we become to a point to where we need someone to really fuel into us. And this is when I realized when I was being a little selfish, when I was like, I got to a point where there was so much inside of me because I had taken time off and really focused on me and my family. My wife and I have been, you know, married for 7 years now, and I hadn't really been building the way that I normally build because I wanted to make sure that I was in position to make sure our people was good and make sure that I was the person I needed to be. So when I stepped back out there, that I was ready. And so I fueled up with all this fire. And what I noticed was a lot of the guys that I was communicating with, a lot of the people that I talked to, they're all leaders. And God had told me I was going to be a leader of leaders. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Exactly.
And then finally I realized, wait a minute, I'm doing it. Like, okay, most of the guys that call me, they call me with some stuff. And I'm like, okay, we got to talk about this because we need someone to pour into us. And you'd be surprised that the people that are standing out front, that are doing great big things, but they're hurting on the inside. And so we all need someone to fuel us sometimes. So how does it feel? Have you ever been in a position, Dr. Lotus, to where you've been in a position where you needed to get fueled up, where you felt empty? You felt like you just didn't have, you had gave so much to so many other people. And then when it came to you, you just leave yourself kind of on the sideline. And I think that's really important that we acknowledge and kind of discuss that because a lot of people are feeling that way right now. So what do you have to say to that person?
Let me say this. I've definitely been there. I can't say I totally felt empty. I didn't feel empty, but I felt the feeling of, I just don't want to do this no more. I'm tired. I'm tired of helping these people, and I'm tired of this. And I was tired, but I wasn't depleted. And some people, they feel depleted. I had to learn. So, and a few of my mentors taught me how not to give so much of myself till I was just senseless. I had to learn that, and that was not easy. But once I learned it, then I was in a good position. And what I would say to you out there is that you're not alone. And I want to share a story with you that happened to me just today. So for the past couple of days, I've been suffering with a sore throat. And you might see me drink a little of my hot tea from time to time during the show, but I've been suffering with a sore throat. Yet my life, I have a lot of demands on my life. I have a staff, I have clients, I have people that look up to me, I have people that I mentor, I have people that I'm in business obligations with, I'm in organizations, helping young children go to school, helping young people, helping entrepreneurs just like you and people all around the world. And this is a global thing. It's nothing for me to have someone to call me from Africa or India or Australia in the middle of the day. And so my life is constant, and I'm thankful. I'm really thankful. But for the past couple of days, I hadn't been taking no calls because my throat hurts so badly. And I'm the type of person, I don't want no one to worry. And I had one of my great friends call me from Nigeria. And she said, I haven't heard from you. I've been calling you Are you okay? I had D Early call me this morning while I was on the way to a funeral, and he checked in with me. Did you not? Did you check in with me?
Yeah, I was checking in with you and checking you at the same time.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say, not only did he check in with me, but he checked me, because what he said was, listen, I need my sister. I need you. Listen, if you need to talk, if anything's going on, I'm here to listen. Now, listen, I had a sore throat, but here's the reason why. One of the reasons why I believe, if you believe in chakras, if you believe in energy, my throat chakra was feeling very painful because someone had done something to me, which was unethical in business. And I was maybe hurt by it. And I say maybe hurt because I don't even feel that anymore. See, because he checked me, right? He checked me. Go ahead and put checked me in the box. Checked me in the box. Put that in the comment. And so what D was telling me was, look, we've got too many people out here to help. We don't have time to worry about those who want to spitefully use us, basically. We don't have time to spend no more energy on this person. And you know what's so profound? Because only yesterday I was sitting in the restroom where I do a lot of my great thinking. Now, y'all know many of us do our great thinking when we're in the restroom or when we're in our office or wherever. But I was doing some great, profound thinking. And the voice said to me, it's time to cut some folks off. It's time to trim back. It's time to move forward. And some people are not going to be able to come along with you. And it was so profound that D called me to tell me, Dr. Lotus, shake that off and let's go. We don't have time to wait. And see, this is what you have to have in your life, because many of us work tirelessly, helping people, helping ourselves, helping our family members, helping perfect strangers. And oftentimes we don't tell people what's going on with us when we're hurt, whether it's church hurt or business hurt or personal hurt or what have you, or offended. Okay. And I say offended because I said, D, I'm offended. And he was like, Doc, you ain't got time to be offended, right? Because that takes too much energy. So if you've been hurt, if you've been offended, I challenge you. Turn that over to your higher self. Turn that over to your source energy. Turn that over to God, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever God you serve, and get in gear, because you don't have time to wait. It's time to ignite and take flight in this era of your life.
So feeling empty sometimes is connected to a blessing. And,
yes, and
a lot of times, when you're a giver and when you invest a lot of your time doing what you can to help other people, you can start feeling like that same thing is not reciprocated or coming back to you from those people. But what I had to learn in my life was God will use someone else to give you what you need. But the relationship that you have with him is where your foundation needs to be laid. So you got to make sure your foundation is laid and built on something that is solid.
Amen.
And, when you talk about the direction of energy that we spend and invest in and things that really don't benefit us, or we spend time being offended, we are human. So we're going to have those emotions, but we want to make sure that we don't invest too much time into those areas, because we do have so much work to do. And we do become selfish sometimes and pay more attention to what is ailing us, but only when we take our eyes off of what God called us to. And that is to be the ambassadors for him, to help his people become better. And that's what you call to. So you got to stay true to your call in America. If you're out there right now, not just in America, wherever you are in the world,
everywhere.
If you have a calling on your life, don't get it twisted. Okay, there's a responsibility for you to stay focused. And there's going to be some things that's going to come in the way and get in the way to derail you. Guess what you have to do? You have to be emotionally intelligent.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to use that term very lightly, but very seriously. Emotionally intelligence is very important. You have to learn how to check yourself. And if you don't check yourself and know how to check yourself, you got to know, hey, you got to have somebody in your corner that's going to say, hey, listen, we in this huddle right here, in this huddle right here, Dr. Lotus, we winning, baby. And whenever you down, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to pull you out. So listen, first you got to learn how to have a real talk with yourself. And then when you do get low, you got to know where to go.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. And, you know, back in the day, we used to say, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And see, a lot of times we don't check ourselves, but then we don't have nobody else to check us. But that's when the grandmas and the grandpas used to come. Remember that? And check us. That's when our best friends would check us, or our teachers, or people that cared about us, our coaches would check us. And so all we're saying to you today is, if you're dealing with people, and I saw Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross, she had a great comment there. Sometimes we're pouring into people and they may not deserve it, but we're not going to stand in judgment of them. We're going to pour and keep on rolling. We're just going to pour and keep on rolling. And so, D, I want to thank you for what you poured into me this morning, because it helped my throat. It helped my emotional well-being. I am an emotionally intelligent person, and that just helped to free me. And so I want to thank you for just being there for me. And so I want to take this moment, if I may, and share this out with people. Share this broadcast, because this broadcast is designed to help someone. This broadcast is streaming out on my LinkedIn, on my Facebook. Go to my page, share it out. Share it from your page. Share it to your page. Keep the comments coming. I don't want to see just 200 people. I want 200 times 10. Okay? And then the reason why I'm saying that is because it's somebody on the planet that we may not be sitting next to, that may need to hear that they're loved, that someone cares about them, that they're needed, that they're wanted, that they're appreciated. And no one may be next to them to tell them that. And that can be the message, the difference between life and death. Share this message. Thank you, D.
Hey, listen, if you out here right now, you got an opportunity. I want you to type your email address into the chat. We actually going to give away some money tonight, y'all. Yes, so if you're out there right now, take some time out to type your email into the chat so we can give you an opportunity to win some money tonight, y'all. And look, please, like, share, tag, and comment. The people need to hear the information like Dr. Lotus just said. And there's someone out here that needs help and they don't know. And sometimes you may be the only link to getting them the information they need to become a better version of themselves. And guess what? We are so grateful that you guys have tuned in with us this evening. And so listen, we're going to get this thing, keep on this thing rolling, because I know one thing, we only have a certain amount of time left. So we're going to make sure we keep it rolling. But for a short moment, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with you after these messages.
All right, fantastic.
You choose D early because no matter where you are in your life, no matter what your personality is, I'm going to help you come out and represent that individual to your highest and your truest expression of yourself. So I believe that, there's only one you, there's only one me. So we have to find a way to display those things that we want to display in this world. And you have something to offer that nobody else can offer. So I think that sometimes having someone that can encourage you in those areas and also give you direction based on their experiences, just to be 100% honest about those things with you and also give you direction without holding back, I think is a big opportunity for you to be able to express being along with a team that's going to help you get where you want to be. I think choosing Demetrius Early and experiencing the DLD experience, it has a representation of resilience. A lot of people are not transparent about the things they go through because everybody want to give you the perception that they're all good. The reality is we're all messed up people striving to become better. And so because we always are in that place of striving to become better, I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be authentic and be honest and be 100% you. Man, being me is like right now, like just walking in my beautiful home. You know, my wife and I, we worked real hard to get to this point. I don't take it for granted, man, just being grateful. Being grateful for where you are right now, and also being humble enough to learn more about how you can get to where you want to be. So I think that just being you just means just being honest, having integrity, and being able to respect and honor what God has given you and the people that He's sending your path to help share it with you.
Hey, we back in the building. We back in the building. I got Dr. Lotus here with us. We're having a real discussion about building your brand. We're having a discussion about, hey, man, if you're a leader out there and there's been time in your life where you've been empty, guess what? Man, listen. What's up, Mike Moore? That's my realist, my big realist right there. How you doing, brother? Thank you for that, Mike. Listen, man, we're excited. So we just discussing some things that we know that us as business owners, we don't have an opportunity all the time to really share. But on this platform, we want to be able to have some real discussion. So if you got any questions in the chat, go ahead and get ready to start putting your questions up in there so we can do our Q&A in a little bit. But right now, I want to tell you a little bit about what I do. My name is Demetrius Early. I am your host of the Dear Early Experience. I am on here with my girl, my sister, hey, Dr. Lotus in the building. And listen, we got people all over the world that needs information to let them know that you ain't by yourself. We all go through struggles, but it's all about not about you falling down. It's how you get up. And I'm going to tell you something I learned. Listen, no matter how many times you fall down, no matter how many times you fail, what you need to learn how to master, if you're going to master anything, and that's how to keep getting up. Master that, and you're going to be all right. So listen, hey, I have a nonprofit organization I partner with my wife on, and it's called Make Me Moment Empowerment. We have a radio talk show. Tune in at 102.9 every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm also a public speaker. You want a dynamic guy that's going to come in and lift the room and raise the roof? You want to come and get in a huddle that's going, ain't going to allow you a room to think about losing. We're going to either learn, we're in a learn, baby. So listen, hey, call me, book us. You can hit us up at info@dearearlyexperience.com, and we'll definitely look forward to working with you. You can call us at 1-888-276-7696. I also help people get funded. If you try to get some money, you need some more money for your business, guess what? I'm the guy you want to talk to. I know. Hey, listen, I've been dealing with these banks for so long. I've been studying this American system. I finally figured it out, people. But I can't give it out to you right now. But guess what you can do? You can call me at 1-888-276-7696. You can go to info@dearearlyexperience.com and send us an email or put your information in the chat. Yeah. And listen, let's continue the conversation. You can follow me on Facebook at Dear Early Experience, Instagram at Dear Early Experience, Twitter at Demetrius_Early, YouTube, Demetrius Early, TikTok at Dear Early Experience, LinkedIn, Demetrius Early, and our website again is dearearlyexperience.com. And we got Dr. in the house with us right now. I'm super excited to have someone that is globally known, right? Yes. So we're excited about that. What's up, Hillary? All the way from Chicago. I see you in the building, Hillary. It's good to see you out there. So listen, right now, fantastic. I got a few more questions I want to ask you, Dr. Lotus, that I think is super important. We're going to kind of blend these two together because we're running a little bit behind on time. But one is talking about the gift of giving. Yes. I've been a giver all my life, but it's almost like the gift is the curse. I always felt like I didn't have that same type of reciprocation coming from others. And I used to always wonder this question, like, God, why you give me this ability to always want to help other people, then seems like nobody's trying to help me. Help you. Well, I had to really learn that giving was not about me receiving something. Right. Me giving really was the true gift. Exactly. I want y'all to get that now. I need y'all to really pay attention to what I just said. You think that you're doing something special by giving something to somebody. The reality is the gift is the ability to give. Yes. It's better to give than receive. It can be, listen, you can become a selfish person because you always trying to give to everybody, right? Yep. So there's a time where we have to be able to receive. But I learned that the gift is in the giving. And the next thing we're going to talk about is monetizing your gift. So Dr. Lotus, if you can speak to both of those topics right there. And we got about 3 minutes to talk about this one. The gift of giving. And how to monetize your gift. Because most people that I meet, that I mentor, They got the gift of giving. They want to help the world. They want to do everything they can to save everybody.
Yes.
But then what about your time? Like, do you value your time enough to get paid for your time? Like, we got to find a way to do both, okay? And God wants us to have both. He don't want us to be one-sided. He don't want us to be giving everything away and not having nothing. We got to have something to give. So
exactly. So about that, Lotus. The gift of giving, the gift that D and I are talking about is you are blessed to be able to have so that you can give. And remember, when you send something out from a full heart of love, the third law of motion shares with us that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So there is a boomerang effect. It must come back to you. Now, I'm not saying go out there saying, I'm going to give this person something so they can give me something back. No, I'm not saying that. But being able to give is a gift. It's a blessing. You've ever heard this term, God bless the child that has his or her own? That is such a blessing to be able to have something to share. I remember sometimes when I give, sometimes I just start crying, and I'm so thankful, and I say thank you, God, because I just had it to give. And the person that I gave it to, they're so thankful, and they can't thank me enough, but they just don't know what they did for me, because there's a reward that you get in giving that no amount of money can take care of. So that's a part of the gift of giving. And when we come back on the show at another time, we're going to talk about that. Now, let's talk about monetization. Monetizing your gifts. Let's talk about seed money. Okay? Seed money is when you are seeding into someone, like send Demetrius, send me, say, hey, we want to support your program. You may want to send us something. Send it. That's seed money, because you may have a show and you're doing something one day, and someone may come out of the blue and say, hey, listen, I saw you on D. Early's show when Dr. Riché was on there, and I noticed that you made a donation to D. Early. I noticed you made a donation to his show with his wife. I noticed you made a donation to Dr. Lotus. Or somebody may see you in the grocery store and see your acts of kindness through your seed money. See, seed money opens up the way to further abundance that has a boomerang effect. So that's how you really monetize that. Now, if we flip the switch and we talk about another monetization, stop giving your stuff away. Value your value. Our friend Dr. Kelly always says, if you don't value your value, then your value has no value. Don't allow yourself to be ashamed of asking someone for what you feel and know your services are worth. You know, D, I used to do that. I used to tell people my price and then cut my price down. I don't do that anymore. My price is my price.
Hey, listen, Ann Jubilee said you reap what you sow in your heart. That is well said, Ann. Thank you so much for that comment. You have to give to reap a harvest. Come on, Dr. Hill. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Listen,
that's right.
Listen, we get it. We understand the giving aspect that most of us on this broadcast right now, I'm almost for certain. If you're taking time out of your busy schedule to have this conversation, you're probably someone who's always trying to help other people. You probably take information. I can't even hold information long. I get some good information. I'm calling somebody, man, you can't believe what I just heard. I'm just a person that's going to always sow on good ground. And I had to learn over the years that good ground is really a major part of being responsible and being able to be valued by the right people by giving to the right people and the right sources. You cannot cast the pearl before swine. So it's super important that we understand that giving and making sure you give to the right situation is super important. Ricky Parker says, when you gave, you received more seeds to plant in your vision. That's what I'm talking about, Dr. Richard. Hey, listen, we in the building, man. Listen, I tell y'all, you guys are very, very important. Thank you guys for coming on everything that we talked about so far.
Indeed. Hold up. We got to go to Ricky, because guess what, Ricky? when you plant them seeds, you still have to have enough energy inside you to do what? To tip your pot and water that seed so that that seed can grow. Because we got to make sure we water it. And guess what? We get water from people like D. You get water from people like me. You get water from people that are commenting right here today. So I love what you said, Ricky. That's great.
Absolutely.
But we
So
got to
listen,
remember to water them seeds.
put your questions in the and listen, put some questions out there. Do anyone out there have questions right now? Right now, we got to do our Q&A.
Yep.
We got about 7 more minutes, guys. We got to get this
7
done.
minutes.
So,
Let's
hey,
get it.
you want to ask your questions? Go ahead and ask your questions now so we can answer those questions. Then we're going to give the money away to email one. Okay.
Yep.
Ann Jubilee says, what role does life story play? Okay. I'll tell you what, Ann, my life story has played a major role in everything that I do. You know what I mean? Because I realize that we all have a story and we all were sent here to be a blessing to somebody particularly. Okay. And a lot of times people shy away from the darkest things that they've done in life or the worst things that's ever happened to them. But I tell people all the time, you know, I told you this morning, Dr. Lotus, I said, listen, you got 110% return on what God brought you through. The fact that you're going through what you're going through right now ain't no different for the things he's already brought you through. If he brought you today, he can bring you through this. So when you know that, you know, you've been able to overcome so many different things in life, then your real blessing is in the worst things you've gone through that God has brought you out of. So you have to make sure that your story is lined up with not you being so concerned about how people view you, but how God sees the work that he put inside of you and brought you out of to help someone else, how you use that information and use that situation and circumstance to lift people up. So you were brought here to be a blessing to somebody else. And so that story that you have is super important. It's super important, and it plays a major role in how you live your life and how you are blessed by the Most High.
And so I'm going to tackle both of them. I always share with people, your story is your power and your power is your story. And when you start sharing that, you never know who you're going to empower that will empower someone else and empower someone else and so on and so on and so on. Now, what role does words you tell yourself about yourself impact your brand? How does that impact your brand? See, people, they don't buy just a product or service. They're buying a part of you, your intention, your energy, your creativeness. They're buying that. So if you tell yourself that you are not good in business, if you tell yourself that you shiesty and you're shiesty to people, then guess what? That's going to impact your business. It's going to impact how you feel about business. It's going to impact your employees. It's going to impact how they create their products and services. It's going to impact every part of your business life, and then it's going to trickle over into your personal life because you're not going to have the type of business that's going to sustain your personal life. So you have to
let me add to what you said, Doc.
What you say,
the words that you say to yourself, the most important conversation that you'll ever have in your life is the one you have with yourself.
Yes.
How do we master networking? And why are we not utilizing our network? Listen, master your network. I got a 15-5 rule, Mr. Parker. If I give you if you give me any kind of eye contact within 15 feet of me, I'm going to do my best to say something that is awesome, that's going to enlighten you in some form or fashion, because I am a spirit. And I believe that everybody that come into my path was meant to be in my path for a good reason. And so it's my responsibility as an ambassador for the Most High that I'm going to make your day better just by passing me. If you give me any kind of contact, I'm going to say something to you. You use that method right there, sir. Your network will expand in every area that you participate in, every place you go, everywhere you sit down, everywhere you walk. 15-5 rule, baby. You give me 15 feet, you look at me, I'm talking to you. Go ahead,
and
Dr.
Think global. Stop thinking just here in the United States, just around the corner. Stop thinking so confined. I have a friend, his name is Mr. Brown, that's what I call him, Les Brown. And he says the problem isn't that we aim too high and miss. The problem is that we aim too low and hit. So stop aiming so low. Reach out through all types of networks. Tonight is a network. Look at all the people in the chat. You should be networking right there. We shared early on when we came on. We said share this across all your networks. See, you ask why are we not utilizing it? We are.
We're doing it right now, baby. Listen, look, Dr. Lotus, we got about 3 minutes left. I got to get this in. Listen, how can we help you? Listen, I tell you what. If you're looking for someone that can help you get to the next level, I am the next level guy. We got to continue this conversation. Listen, we can motivate you, educate you, and lift you up. At the same time, we can show you how to get to the money. If you need access to capital, you want to learn about how to get access to capital, you need your business credit built up. We got all the information that you need. We've been doing it for years. We've helped people get from little to much. God has blessed me to start from zero and get millions. Listen, go to info@dearlyexperience.com, or you can call 1-888-276-7696. Go in the chat, put your email up in there. Hey, share this with somebody. Get back in contact with us. Let's continue this conversation from a one-on-one standpoint. Dr. Lotus and I are ready to help you get to where you want to be. Okay? So listen, put your information in the chat. Go and email us. Give us a phone call. And now for to hit the drum roll, and we finna give away some money, baby.
Let's do it.
Hey, who win the money today? Who's gonna win the money today? What email? If you put your email in there, let's see who's gonna win the gift cash giveaway today on the DL Experience Virtual Show.
I'm looking for some emails, D. Got a lot of comments in here. Let's see some emails.
Let's continue this conversation after this. Hey, y'all hit us up. Go to our social media. I know y'all know how to find Dr. Lotus. You know how to find D Early. We're excited. And listen, something going to happen magnificent in your life this week. But listen, hey, listen, please give us an opportunity to be a part of that. That's what this is all about. We want to help people get to a better place. And Mr. Parker, the Good News Edition at gmail.com. Let's get the money. Let's go, Mr. Parker. Hey, man, thank you so much. And listen, we're excited, guys. We have about a minute left. Doc, you want to close us out?
Well, I want to thank you again, Dee, for having me on the show. Thank you for uplifting me today. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and I greatly appreciate it. And folks, make sure you check me out on Facebook, check me out on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Alignable, and make sure you get my new book, Harnessing Your Thoughts, Take Control, take the reins, take control of your life. And when it's dropping at the end of December, you need this book. It's going to be one of the greatest books you can have to help change a life. And
each one teach one, each one reach one. We love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Dr. Lotus, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in with us. Thank you so much, sister, for being on board with us today. We're excited. Let's go to the next level and let's have some people go with us. God bless y'all. We love y'all. DearExperience.com. Peace.